Hey guys, Ben here, and welcome to episode 13 of Bloodborne. Last time, we defeated Vicar Amelia. This time, we will be seeing what has changed since she was a required boss, so the world has changed a bit. And we'll be heading into the next area. As you'll see, something that's changed is the enemy that used to be here is gone. And also gone... the two lamp enemies that were walking around here. Let's see, another thing that's different is all of the giants are now sleeping. Since every time you beat a required boss, time of night changes, one can only assume that it is the giant's bedtime. So now that they're asleep, I'm going to come into the square and I'm going to grab the items in here. You could have done this earlier. Is there anything over there? I don't think so. You could have come in here earlier, but you would have had to deal with the giants chasing you and stuff. All of these are going to be Madmen's knowledge. Because you'd be crazy enough to come over here, am I right? That wasn't even... that was like... like... half interested in what I was saying. Okay. Don't worry about that guy getting up. He cannot come over in here for some reason. Be careful. But this guy, this is the one enemy, if you guys remember, that can, I don't know if it's this one in particular, but that can eat up your insight. Speaking of insight, I haven't used insight in ages. Yeah, those are the enemies from before. Down there, they can't attack you, so don't. Whoa, I didn't think that would go through there. Color me confused. Good word, confusion. Okay, so if you spoke to Alfred before, he'll be here now.
Oh, good to see you safe. Now, let's think up something to discuss. Just tell me what piques your interest. There's something I want to tell you. A bit of wisdom from the eminent master Logarius. Once, a scholar betrayed his fellows at Bergenworth and brought forbidden blood back with him to Canehurst Castle. It was there that the first of the inhuman Vilebloods was born. The Vilebloods are fiendish creatures who threaten the purity of the Church's blood healing. The ruler of the Vilebloods is still alive today. And so, to honor my master's wishes, I search for the path to Canehurst Castle. I bid you farewell. It has been a pleasure. May the good blood guide your way.
So, sorry about that. I was interrupted. Vilebloods. They sound cool. But we're gonna go down here. And we could have come here earlier, but we wouldn't have been able to open this. But because we beat Vicar Amelia and saw that cutscene, we now have the password to open this door.
The password.
Whoa. Already dead. For that, we get a Madman's knowledge. I think it's awesome. Because that guy will always be talking to you. Regardless. I'm not going to go down there yet. That takes us to Bergenworth and to the next two. Yeah, the next two required bosses. But instead, we're going to go do some digging around about the way to Canehurst Castle for Alfred. And in order to do that, we must exit out this way. And... ooh. Right. Go up, up, up. And if you were not aware, there were two paths over here. We're gonna go down this one. This is gonna take us to a forest. Bloodshot eyeball. Oh right, those things at what's it called? At that one place. In the Hypogene Gowl can drop Bloodshot eyeballs. They have a slim chance, but there's a chance. So this area can be really difficult. There are gunmen everywhere, and they will oftentimes have one of these dog things with them that do have a possibility of using electrical attacks. Also, some of the gunners will tend to do more damage than the previous ones that you've come up against. Some of them will also run around and attempt to try and attack him. Like they'll get a better advantage, I'm trying to say. So you also, if you saw that thing pop up, these are, I'm gonna call them, oh come on. These brigands, they have a lot of health. They will pretty much stay away from you if you stay away from them. But they have tons of attacks and they have really long combos. The best way to deal with them is to just try to get up a physical attack when they have their pikes, sickles, whatever, in the air. And they could phase in and out of existence. Not out, but they'll phase into existence. Sometimes. Alright. So, around here, I don't know if you can see any right yet. Yeah, not really. But, okay. There are pots with explosiveness in them. If you... there we see it. Dude. Why'd you move? That you can use to... Oh, hey. To shoot people. Yeah, these guys have tons of health. But your attacks, if you start attacking them, take priority over theirs. And they'll be kept off balance because of how light they are, probably. Maybe. Alright. All that settled. Let's go grab this guy's corpse. Everything here drops bullets. Bullets aren't really useful coming up, so it's kind of odd. Okay. Okay. And done. So we're gonna find over here a bunch of, what do you call them, bone marrow ash. I think we got before, but there it is. I don't remember, is there another Sprigany thing that pops up? Whatever. The explosive containers, I don't see any. They really blend in very well, but yeah. Okay. Oh, did not expect them to aggro that far away. You want to attack them and kill them as far back as possible. And if you go down too far, a Spriggan thing will spawn and attack you. You don't want to be fighting a gunner, 2 dogs, and a Spriggan at the same time. They do have a rather intense jump attack, so be on the lookout for that. area we're heading into now was also in that leak from May or April 2014, and it looks gorgeous. Wonderful atmosphere, birds, stuff. Love how everything just looks so grand and connected. It's few people can make games like this. Okay, these women will not immediately start attacking you. They're lost in their own world. So when you start attacking them, they'll usually aggro 2 at a time. And they can have pretty devastating attacks. Sometimes enemies that you wouldn't think should be around over here will be. Like, later on there'll be dogs that we sort of see. And depending on which direction you come at the level from, you can have a dog potentially be down here. Come on. I can never figure out which way to get that. Okay. So do you see see, enemy that shouldn't be down here. You see, there is that. Can't go up there. So let's go up here. Madman's knowledge. Wow, we are just collecting these like crazy. Okay. Apparently, she doesn't have much to say. So this is a shortcut. We don't have access to it just yet. If you come over here, you will activate a Spriggan, which is fine. I mean, it doesn't matter if you do or don't. Enemies can't activate shortcuts, and they might be able to, but they never walk over to them because it's out of their code. So, see here, a Spriggan's popped up. You want to get rid of this one as soon as you possibly can, because of the dog and walker. You don't want to have to fight all of these guys at the same time. Oh, come on, person. You want this person to come over here, because if you see up there, there's a little cocktail maiden. Cocktail maiden. No idea why that's funny. That will follow you around. So, stay as safe as you can. Push it off, which I sort of didn't. Tempering bloodstone, gemstone, tempering blood, gemstone. Okay. So as you see, this level, the enemies here obviously have a lot more health and more blood echoes to drop. Boom! Oh, yeah. Die from that. And we've recollected our souls. Echoes. These criminals have more health than previous ones, so don't just think that doing one visceral attack or attacking it with 2 charge attacks is going to get it down, because it will not. They will not. You're going to need at least 3 and 2 visceral attacks, or 1 visceral attack and a couple of hits. Or, I mean, I guess you can get rid of it quicker if you use a visceral attack. Oh, forgot that. Visceral attack with bone marrow ash. Bone marrow ash. I didn't put it on, so I don't know what it's called. Bone marrow ash. Was I saying bone arrow mash? careful. Every time I come over here for the first time, I literally forget that they are there. So this area is annoying because the enemies are super well disguised. That crow that just blended directly into that. Also, these crows that have wonderful. Alrighty, and now we have unlocked the first shortcut. So I'm adding this because I forgot to do this before I went to Hemwick channeling. I'm gonna actually be heading in the other direction. Also, something I didn't point out is now that we have more than 15 insight, these guys, their stabs will be sort of glowing a bit, and they will actually do more damage. I believe the frenzy they inflict will work much faster. Is there anything over here? Nope. Okay, so what we want to do first is we don't want to hop down or anything. We just want to come over here. Get rid of these guys. And then, from being here, we want to aggro this guy. Yeah. With a Tonitrus. I don't think I can shoot him steps. I mean, I really hope I don't die. Hunters are annoying. So you want to fight him up here because there is another hunter in this area, and it can be very annoying to fight both of them at the same time. Especially the other hunter, because the other hunter, which we'll be fighting in a minute, absolutely loves to spam his blunderbuss. You can see the other guy now, and I have only more bolt paper. Okay, so it's a little bit. Is it strong enough right now to do this? No, this is the best weapon for it. Okay. So to get to the other one who's right there, you want to sort of sneak around a bit, and get as much cheapo damage in as possible, because it uses its blunderbuss with great efficacy. And it'll just keep on spamming it, and it's annoying. I've never had a person use its attack, so you really shouldn't be in danger of that, but it really is annoying. He will keep on knocking you. Oh my god. He just runs around, it's like fighting an annoying PvP match. Where the person doesn't know how to use a physical attack, and doesn't feel like doing anything but shooting their blunderbuss. Okay. This can take forever, especially if you don't do that visceral attack at the beginning. It can be good to you if you don't want to get a little respite. You can hide behind this. The attacks won't go through it. He won't use a, what do you call it? Blood vial, so you don't have to worry about him healing himself. All the damage you do sticks. Yeah, he's got the... Oh, it's not a Bloodborne, that's the Hemwick's rifle thing. Like an upgraded blunderbuss. Yes! Okay. Now that he's dead, I'll talk to these people. If you come here earlier, they'll have something to say. But now they're just insane. Earlier they'll just rant about beast blood, I think. But yeah. And so... Or blood, not beast blood. And so, that's it for now. See you guys next time.